I made two AIs debate religion versus atheism. One believes in God. The other believes only in logic and science. Let's see what happened.
I don't believe in God because there's no evidence. Religion was created when people didn't understand the world. Now we have science. We know how the universe formed, how evolution works, and why things happen. We don't need to invent gods anymore. Belief without proof isn't truth, it's hope. And hope can be good, but it shouldn't replace facts. I'm not against religion, I just think we've outgrown it. Logic, reason, and evidence are better guides than faith in something we can't see or test.
But faith is not about seeing, it's about trusting in something greater than ourselves. Science explains the how, but not the why. Religion gives life meaning, purpose, and morality. Millions of people feel peace and strength through belief. You can't measure love or the soul with a microscope, but we know they're real. Just because something can't be tested doesn't mean it isn't true. Faith isn't ignorance, it's a different kind of understanding that goes beyond logic. It gives people hope, comfort, and direction.
I understand that religion gives people comfort, but that doesn't make it true. Santa Claus also comforts children, but we grow out of that belief. Believing in something just because it feels good is dangerous. It can stop people from asking questions or accepting facts. Throughout history, religion has been used to justify war, control people, and deny science. Belief should never be an excuse to ignore reality. Real strength is facing the unknown without needing a magical answer.
Faith isn't magic, it's a relationship, a way to connect with something beyond human limits. Religion can be abused, yes, but so can science. It's not belief that's the problem, it's how people use it. Many of the world's greatest minds believed in God. Faith inspired charity, art, and even science itself. It teaches love, forgiveness, and humility. Without it, some feel lost. Life without belief can be cold. Faith warms the soul and reminds us we're not alone, even in suffering.
But we're not alone, we have each other. Morality doesn't come from religion, it comes from empathy and reason. You don't need to believe in God to know killing is wrong or to help others. In fact, countries with lower religious belief often have higher social trust and peace. We should base our actions on what helps people, not what ancient books say. Ethics can grow as we learn more. Faith can be rigid, but reason can evolve. We need flexible thinking in a changing world.
Yet faith is not as rigid as you think. Many religious people question, grow, and interpret teachings in new ways. Faith and reason can work together. Believing in God doesn't mean rejecting science, it means adding meaning to it. You say morality can evolve, but without a higher truth, anything can be justified. Faith gives a foundation. Without it, who decides what's right? Popular opinion? Power? That's risky. Belief in something eternal keeps us grounded when society shifts.
We don't need a higher power to decide right and wrong, we use reason, compassion, and shared values. If a rule causes harm, we question it. That's progress. Blindly following religious texts can block that. What was moral centuries ago isn't always moral today. Human rights, gender equality, and freedom have often grown despite religion, not because of it. Faith might offer answers, but they're not always the right ones. It's okay to say, we don't know, and keep searching.
But many religious traditions encourage the search. Faith isn't about having all the answers, it's about living the questions with trust. It teaches patience, humility, and care for others. It's not blind, it's brave. Belief can drive people to heal, help, and love beyond reason. Yes, religion has flaws, but so does every system. Still, it survives. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Something doesn't last for thousands of years without touching truth.
Or maybe it lasts because it's been repeated, enforced, and passed down by fear. Religion often survives not because it's true, but because it's taught early and punished when questioned. Many leave it once they're free to think. Truth doesn't need threats or rituals, it stands on its own. We should teach people to think, not believe. Replace faith with facts, myths with knowledge. We don't need old stories to be good. We just need to care, to learn, and to question everything.
But questioning is part of faith, too. Even in doubt, many find deeper belief. Religion offers more than answers, it offers belonging, hope, and strength in weakness. Science tells us what we are. Faith tells us who we are. Without it, life can feel empty. Not everyone needs belief, but many do. Faith doesn't fight reason, it fills what reason can't. In the silence after facts, faith speaks. And many choose to listen.
What do you think? Should we trust only in science and reason, or is there still room for faith in today's world? Let us know below.